Hello, Crimson Warriors and readers. This is going to be about witch politics, and since witches are pretty much new, this is definitely going to be some, I guess, needed information. Now, for most of you, you understand pretty much they've been in hiding and everything. And how they did this for so long was because since technically Antarctica is kind of empty and does have solid ground underneath, they actually built an underground super city, not just like a city, but like a super freaking city where, they use their powers to pretty much, you know, light witches pretty much control the lighting in there, so they still have light, so they're not like turned into these, people like grossed out, people. So life there actually is normal, I guess you could say. They've adapted their life to that living as much as possible. So, as they see the world, is that most of them, most of the older ones see it as you need to be cautious, and because a lot of them has been all through all the the craziness of the past leader and everything, and all the chaos and everything, and pretty much how the younger ones see it is that they've been cooped up for so long and they want to go exploring, go out and do things. The ones that are rogues, for the most part, most rogues, if they were not given permission to be outside the super city, they were in fact eliminated because of the risk of exposure, keeping the whole of this race safe from exposure for so long. I mean, they are aware that the older vampires and lycans know about witches, but felt that they could tell that they were keeping it to themselves for own personal gain, probably. So that's how they see it. They just want to be cautious, and I mean, the older ones do want to come out, and since you can't really keep the younger ones in as much as they used to be able to. Now the younger ones are becoming more rebellious, even though they still try to stay within groups and numbers because safety in numbers. How they live in it, like, they live in the city, and the ones that are permitted to live, there's the there's certain families that actually protected or either gotten licenses because of imprinting on certain family lines and stuff, that they have been allotted to be able to stay outside of the super city because of the fact of the matter is you can't fight nature and stuff like that happened years and years before and everything. Some children, some of them were just lost souls that, got somehow out of the I guess the system of trying to keep the witches in together and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's why there's some rogues, some not, some families that do scouting and stuff like that. Now, as far as their plans are to reintegrate, and they are making efforts to where, like, pretty much they want to integrate and are going to actually initiate two cities to where one group will go to one city and another group will go to another city, to where they will be able to be allotted to be outside the super city but be in the actual other world that haven't there hasn't really been a decision what cities they're going to be located in for these like group houses and stuff like that. But they're all of them are going to be paired up with sub partners. Obviously, the whole group is supposed to protect each other, but if one witch goes out, their like battle buddy has to go out with them, so less risk of anyone getting hurt and everything. So, and the ones living in it, they're just the ones that want to stay in the super city are going to probably stay in the super city. The ones that are going out into the world plan on making the most of it, because that's what they want, because most of them are children. Like, well, in the eyes of immortality, they're children, like, because even as young as like 15 are allotted to go out, as long as they have like their battle buddies like an older and stuff like that, because by the time they're 16, they're pretty much, in the eyes of witches, that they're pretty much coming to their full self. So that, I guess, that could technically make them adults, but not really. They're more like sub-adults, I guess, but they're pretty much into their own power and stuff like that. So yeah, the plan is not to go into this war. The plans for Morganne's plans is not to go into the war at all. All her plan is to integration for the younger, most of the younger ones. There are some older ones that do miss going out, but she is not looking to go into any war. The whole reason why most of them went into hiding was because to avoid any more bloodshed from the last leader. And though she just would like, I guess, she doesn't think it's attainable. She doesn't think it's possible for such peace to happen, given how maybe the war started and stuff, which I'll go in detail in another video and everything. So pretty much she just feels that it'd be best to no more killing, because obviously it's not helping to keep witches in hiding. So she's letting it all out and open and everything, and it will be open as soon as as soon as her history is done, but and all that. So, and if you have any questions, obviously you can contact me, Admin Sophia, and you can like, comment, subscribe, and hope you have a lovely day.